Well, this one took me to the depths of hell. Hi and welcome back to the Polymer Clay channel. So, as you've seen from my intro, this one was really hard to do, and I will probably explain that at the end, because yeah, I went through it with this one, which is why I haven't uploaded until now, assuming that I will be uploading today, because today is Sunday and I'm hoping that I will have the magical ability to be able to edit this and get this out as soon as possible, because I have had it. I want to start knitting. I've decided that knitting is going to be my thing. I can't knit, and no, I won't be changing my channel to a knitting channel, but honestly I have had it. Anyway, so today I'm going to show you how to do some mosaics, and it is going to be a really nice little tray. Now, it did turn out nice, I promise you that, so please watch it all the way through, like and subscribe. I noticed there are loads of you have just recently joined my channel. Hi, if you haven't met me before, my name is Gail. I make things out of polymer clay. I film while I'm learning, which basically means that I have no idea what I'm doing while I'm filming. I just put something together and I have an idea, and yeah, I just put it together while I'm filming. The reason why I do that is on the basis that I have an idea and I think, oh, that seems quite nice. Let's see if I can do it. And when I don't film, this thing erupts into something absolutely marvellous, and I haven't filmed it. So I decided with this channel, I'm going to film absolutely everything that I try and make, and then hopefully get a video out of it. So I started this channel on the basis that I wanted to experiment. Now, this shows the good, the bad and the ugly, and you won't see the ugly on this channel, but I'm going to explain the ugly when I do the show and tell part after the tutorial. So if you don't know, there's several parts to my channel. This is the intro, so we'll call this part 1. Part 2 is where I actually show you what I've made and sometimes what I haven't made, and what went wrong. And then in the show and tell part, I talk about how you can do it better, basically. So what I've learned from it and how you can do it better. Then I'll do some glamour shots, and finally you'll get some bloopers, and there's always bloopers because I waffle myself to the camera, and then at the end you'll see all the bits that just didn't make it into the tutorial. That's my dog barking if you can't hear, and this is exactly what you see at the end. Anyway, so without that waffle, apologise for the waffle, here is the tutorial of my mosaic tray. So here we go. Thanks for watching the tutorial. So let me know in the comments what you thought of that. Hopefully editing Gail would have put some text in the screen to tell you what to do and what not to do and where to go better. But this is the show and tell part where I talk about what I've made, what I liked, what I didn't like, and how you can do it better. That's almost like it's scripted, isn't it? I seem to have got myself a little bit of a script now. It's only took me 4 years. Anyway, I do seem a bit unhinged, and the reason why is because I haven't had a lot of sleep. I need to get this done and dusted because I'm done with it. And like I said in my intro, I really want to start knitting instead, because quite frankly this video and the next one that you're going to see is completely different to what I've done normally, albeit it does kind of, you know, produce some kind of entertainment, hopefully. But anyway, I'm going to show you this thing and explain what went wrong. So here we go. This is the tray. Now, as you can see, it's nice and shiny. I'm going to go through that in just a minute. But first of all, like I always do, I'm going to go nice and close up. So here is all the mosaics. Now, the idea of my type of mosaics, I can't see what I'm doing now, so hopefully you can still see and hear me. The idea is literally to make lots of tiny patterned pieces. Now, I got loads of polymer clay, lots of different colours, small, medium, whatever, and I just made patterns on them. And that's literally all you do. You bake it as it is. It doesn't matter if it's round, square, whatever. It doesn't matter if it's patterned, like a swirly colour or something. Then you put texture on it. And then after that, you put mica powder on it. And then all of the texture kind of brightens up and looks really, really cool. Then you just bake it as it is. Now, once you've put it in the oven and got it out of the oven and it's cooled down, then you break it all up into pieces, and then you break it into amazing looking cool things like this. Then what I've done is I've put it in a kind of a rainbow effect. I suppose in some ways what I wanted to do is make it bright and shiny and really pretty and all that. I don't really like it much, I have to say. But, you know, I've made it, and you can tell me whether you like it in the comments. And also, I like constructive feedback. So if it's crap, please let me know. I did it as a test. I did it to see if I could do it. I have done a mosaic table. I will link that somewhere in the, you know, the thing at the top here, or in the description. I loved my table. It's outside at the moment, covered up, on the basis that I've got nowhere to put it. But I actually grouted that with real grout, and it turned out amazing. So that's a proper tabletop, whereas this one's just a little tray. And yeah, I suppose I got used to it, but I'm a bit kind of, I don't know, I'm a bit sour about it at the moment. I look at it and think, oh, you took too much work. And yeah, so I'm a bit eggy about it still. But anyway, here's a close-up of all the pattern. Yeah, I really like doing this. It takes a lot longer than expected, so be prepared for that. It's not something you can do in 5 minutes. It's something that takes a lot of time, so it's very much a make, bake. And the reason why I say that is so you have to have a base to start off with, and then you put the tiles on that, so it gives a white background, so you don't actually have to do too much of the grout. I will explain the grout in just 1 second, because I did it differently to what I did for my table. Then I created an outside here because I needed kind of like a border. I needed something that was gonna hold it all in. I'll go into that in a minute as well. And then I put in a kind of a strip here, so it kept it all in. Now I am going to be talking about resin in a moment. I'm not a fan of resin. Resin stinks. Resin caused me a lot of hassle. But anyway, so yeah, and then you literally put the pieces where you want them, whether you go by a colour scheme like this, or you do black and white, or you pick a kind of a colour scheme that you really like. Do that, do whatever you like, but make sure you get loads and loads of pattern on it, and then mica powders to kind of glisten up and make it look really, really nice. So let's talk about what I put on this. As you can see, it's really shiny. Now this is resin, and I'm not a fan of resin. More than anything, I don't know what it is. I think I hate the smell. It gives me a headache straight away. I'm not a fan. Even if I've got a mask on, or I'm outside, or I've got all the windows open, none of it makes me happy. But anyway, what went wrong is that I put all the resin on thinking, oh, this is going to be fantastic. I'll absolutely love it. I'll put up with the smell. It's only going to be a few minutes, and then I'll get it all cured, and then it's going to be wonderful. What happened was I put it all on, and then my lamp didn't work. It turned on, but it didn't work. And then I'm like, oh God, now what? And it was dripping all out of the sides. And I was having, you won't see this in the tutorial because I would have cut it out. But yeah, it dripped all out the side. Then I'm like, right, okay. So of course, I went on Amazon and I bought one immediately because I had to finish this project. Otherwise, I'd have probably just put it in the bin. But I will link in the description the one that I bought, so that you can see. It's a really good one. I think it costs about £28. But it's well worth it. It comes in 2 halves. It's really, really cool. So you can basically do as much, you can do more areas. It also seems to be geared up for crafts as well, because it's got 2 halves that kind of magnet together, and then a shelf. So you can put little bits of jewellery in it, things like that. Now, I don't mind doing jewellery with, you know, resin and stuff like that, or little hanging decorations. This is cool. But this, yeah, this takes some patience, I have to admit. Anyway, I used this lovely UV lamp. It's really, really good. So, as I said, I'll link it in the description, but it worked. Now, give it the sniff test. When apparently resin isn't cured properly, it smells more. And then obviously it's tacky as well. So gently touch it, and then you'll know whether it's cured or not. I was going to say baked, but the idea of this is that if it smells and if it's tacky, it's not cured enough, so keep going. Now, to cure this thing, it took me probably about 5 hours, which is probably why you can tell that I've had enough. But I say 5 hours, it probably wasn't. It's probably more like an hour. But I used 2 of the halves and put it on each of the side, and then I had to go round this side as well, because this is where it all dripped out originally. So I had to make sure all of this edging was done as well. And eventually it stopped being tacky, and eventually it stopped smelling. There is a kind of a tiny sort of smell-ish, but nothing so that you would think, oh, what is that? It turned out okay. Now, I'm glad I've done it. As I always say, because it's a test, I will make it smaller next time. I'm probably going to make coasters, not trays. But anyway, here's the back, literally just plain clay. Now, I did put this in this tray. Now, originally it was going to stay in this tray, but after I baked it with this in it, so I put this in the oven. As you can see, it's not cooked or burnt or anything. I bake everything on 90 degrees, which is Celsius, not Fahrenheit. I double it for Fahrenheit or check it online because I can't remember. I think it's about 180 degrees Fahrenheit, but anyway, check it online. And I baked this for about an hour, I think. Now that's a really long time for me. Normally I don't bake something for very long, but it was a make and bake, so I had to make the pieces, put them back in, make the base, put them in, rebake it. Then I had to do the outer bit, so the curly bits at the edge there, I had to do them, and then I had to rebake. So a make and bake, as I call it, takes a really long time, or at least longer than you'd expect. But I put it in this, and then lo and behold, when it was cooled, it fell out. And I'm like, amazing. So this is my template. I will also link this in the description as well. So what it was originally was like one of these sofa tables. So it had like foldable out legs that you could put on the edge of a sofa. And I thought, you know, like on the arm. And I thought, oh, this is quite cool. And it wasn't being used. It was kind of like on the floor. And I thought, oh, I'll use this. And it fell out, so I can use this as a template again, which is really cool. But yeah, I've taken off the kind of the feet or legs or whatever you call it and saved them because I might use them for something else. But yeah, so that came out of this, and of course it won't fit in now because I've made the edging and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't want to do this for a while, and if I do, it's going to be a lot smaller, and I'll make sure that my lamp works beforehand. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of this. I enjoyed it. I was pausing there for a sec, but yeah, I did enjoy it. I'm glad it's done. It's got a really nice shine to it. The most important thing for anything like this, you're going to put tea and coffee and use it. Don't use it for food. It's not food safe. Polymer clay is not food safe. So if you're going to use it as if it's kind of like a tray to hold stuff up. Yes, it will hold a whole cup of coffee. I have very big mugs. It will hold that because of the back and everything. So it's nice and strong. But yeah, so this, oh dear. So this is how you make a mosaic tray, not expertly, out of polymer clay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. I'm being stared at by a schnauzer right there. He's staring at me. Schnauzer staring. Anyway, and thanks for watching the because of this. Why have I always got a burp when I do channels? Channels? It also seems to be kind of geared up to go up. Oh, hold on. Let me go get it because you're going to want to see this bit. So this is how you make a mosaic table. No. Here we go. So this is how you make a mosaic tray expertly. So follow the what you call it. Follow the tutorial with a light-hearted view that at the end you might not be doing it at all.